Hey y'all, what's up? Jamie, that's me here. What's going on, everybody? Come on in, like the video. Hey, bitch. What's up, everybody? Jamie, that's me here. We are about to talk about Real Housewives of Potomac, okay? So, without further ado, let's go ahead and just hop right on into the show, okay? First things first, I just want to highlight Karen's hair in her confessional. Couldn't stand it. I'm not even gonna lie, girl. It was giving Tina Turner. I feel like it works for Tina, it doesn't necessarily work for Miss Karen. Okay. So I did not like that. Wendy, I did not like Wendy's confessional look. It was the blonde hair with the makeup and it was too much going on for me. Okay. So I did not like Wendy's confessional look either. Okay. Let me make sure that I am let me double check and make sure that my audio is good because I want to make okay, perfect, perfect. We should be good. Okay. What's going on, baby Trisha, honey? What's up? So yeah, I didn't like those two confessional looks. At least those were the two that I paid attention to for the most part. What else happened? We're still at the winery. What's up, Andrea? We're still at the winery. And at the winery, y'all know Candiace and Miss Ashley are still getting into it, right? Well, Ashley brings up Chris. No, I'm sorry. Candiace, I believe. No. Ashley brings up Chris being in other women's DMs. Now we done already met one of the ladies by the name of Deborah or whatnot. We've already met her. And then what was interesting? Well, we're gonna get into it because Giselle went and said something completely different on the van to the ladies, other than what it is that we heard Miss Ashley say. So they must have cut that out. I'm not sure. What's up, Kimmy? It's not just me. I don't like that wig on Karen at all. Okay, cool. So we see each other. Okay, not Deborah and her eyebrows, honey. Deborah looks like, I'm not even gonna say it, but the face is giving hard, is what I say. She has a hard face. She has a very strong face, is what I say. But anyway, um Candiace, all right. Now, when Ashley was trying to sit up there and rub it up in Miss Candiace's face, like, yeah, so I'm hearing that Chris be over here in this person DMs and all this other stuff, right? Candiace made sure that she let her know, like, listen, girl, you want to sit up here and talk about what my man is doing. Let's talk about what your man has been caught out here doing, okay? He likes to go and hit up X, Y, and Z so that he can suck on his dick. Girl, the way Karen was about to lose it, Mia had me laughing. Giselle's facials was given like, girl, it's true. I just didn't think she was gonna go there with you. Right? I believe everything that Candiace is saying. Okay. Here go Ashley. So is that what we're doing? Are we venturing off? Are we venturing off? Are we deflecting? Are we getting off the topic? Nah, we right on the topic. Girl, we talking about husbands, right? You want to talk about who my husband, whose DMs my husband is sliding into? Well, let me tell you who pants your husband is sliding into. Since you want to talk, no, we right on topic, baby. We talking about husbands. So let's mother talk about it. Okay. Let's get into some things, right? So Candiace tell her, I can tell you one thing, Chris isn't doing that. Chris isn't sucking on any dicks. I can tell you that. Girl, when I tell you Candiace ate her, and I appreciated it, okay? Ashley tells Candiace, you know what the problem is? You know what? No. You know what the problem is? See, when things come to me about Michael, see, I process. I do a lot of processing, right? See, you don't want to process. You don't want to listen. You don't want to hear it. Candace said, girl, I don't want to hear it because what you're saying is some bullshit. That's what I don't want to see. See, you're a vindictive little hoe. Okay, that's what it. Like, I really liked how Candiace pretty much handled herself for the most part. You know, with all of this. Yeah, she called her vindictive, bitch, which I feel like Miss Ashley is and stuff. But I'm glad she ain't say nothing like forehead or anything like that. Because then, Lord behold, everybody was gonna be up in arms about that girl, crying and whining about that, giving more of an uproar about what Candiace said than anybody else on the cast and what they be saying. I ain't hear nobody go crazy when Miss Karen was sitting over there calling Giselle hot box a hot box, okay, and a whore from Hampton. All right, but anyway, let's keep going. So Ashley, in my personal opinion, I really feel like Ashley is at this place where she's super happy that this is happening with Candiace because I think that she feels like she has one upped Candiace. I feel like Ashley, all the stuff that Candiace has given her over the years, number one, Candiace was giving back to your ass what you've given to her over the years. But I feel like because of that, Ashley has always been on some I can't wait until, it happens to you type thing, or I can't wait until you have to see what it feels like to this or that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel like Ashley been waiting on this told you so type of a moment. At least that's what I think. All right. So what else? So Ashley brings up Chris being no, we talked about it. Okay, so Ashley, no, Wendy. Wendy at this point, because Candiace is reading the hell out of Ashley as properly as she can in the best way that she can, and Ashley just up there denying it. Wendy said, girl, can we just burn it? Can we no? Can we burn it? Can we burn it up at this point? Can we let it go? Let's do that. Let's let it go. So Ashley, now we do see Wendy talk to Ashley, and she's trying to understand, like, why would you bring this up? And Ashley says, well, I wanted to bring this up, especially in front of Giselle. Keep in mind, she never answered the true reason as to why she brought this up in front of Giselle. So for me, the reason she had to bring it up in front of Giselle is because there was already a conversation that was had between Giselle and Ashley for Ashley to bring this up. That's why she had to do it in front of Giselle. So when Wendy said, well, why would you do that? Why would you bring it up in front of her or whatever? She says, because when I was talking to Candiace kept talking about how Giselle was fake and Giselle did this and Giselle did that and Giselle. And I'm like, and still, we don't know why the fuck you brought that up in front of Giselle. You're not giving the people any answers. Ashley Trashley. Okay. You're not giving us any answers. So I feel like, again, because you heard her say all that stuff about Giselle being, messy, whatever, looking for a mom or whatever, you wanted to be messy. When she was calling Giselle faking out, you just wanted to be messy. That's what it was. You wanted to see somebody else come at Miss Candiace outside of yourself. You wanted to get a bit of a gang up, in my personal opinion. After we just sat up here and watched Wendy somewhat get ganged up on by a Giselle and by Robin, you were gunning for the same situation to happen to Miss Candiace. That's what you were looking for. The only thing is Giselle just sat back. All right. She just sat back and just watched everything. And she left you out there to dry. But Ashley, you're full of shit. And I want somebody, y'all clip this, send it to Andy, at Andy, whatever it is y'all need to do. But y'all need to make sure Andy ask at the reunion, why did you bring that up in front of Giselle? But outside of why you brought it up, why, when Wendy asked you why you brought this up in front of Giselle, you have yet to answer the question as to why you brought this shit up in front of Giselle. And we only going off of what you said. You said out your mouth, I wanted to bring this up, especially in front of Giselle. Well, then explain yourself. Okay. What else ended up happening? It's like, Ashley, girl, I wanted to like you so much, but I kind of like where you at right now. You know what I'm saying? So the people can continue to drag you because you've always been a fool. Always been y'all. I could not stand Ashley the moment she was on this show. I could not stand her. And I was just starting to like her. I think it was the melanin that she was staying out in the sun a little too long. I think that was starting to get me to like her. Okay. And then, girl, she flipped it on me. But anyway, let's keep going. So then Ashley tells Wendy that she felt like Chris I think was it Ashley or Giselle? So anyway, Ashley tells Wendy that she felt like Chris may be a little too friendly and maybe he does need to check himself. Again, because that's what she also said when Wendy was asking about the Giselle thing or whatever. Why would you say that? Whatever. And then she decided to deflect from, I wanted to bring this up in front of Giselle because Candiace called Giselle fake and all this other stuff. And then she also went to the conversation of Chris. He's been a little too friendly. What the fuck that got to do with why you brought this up in front of Giselle? Okay. Meanwhile, Candiace has a conversation with Giselle. And Candiace wanted to understand Giselle's feelings, right? Because she says that she felt uncomfortable. Okay. So Giselle says, because my feelings are this. I was uncomfortable because there was a man in my room with the door closed or something like that. And see, that's what I'm confused about. Because Giselle, I'm hearing that the door was closed, but then I'm also hearing that the door was open. So which one was it? Was the door closed or was the door open? Because I thought Chris suggested that the door remain open. And Giselle said, okay, that's fine because I don't need no rumors or nothing like that about me either. So then, Giselle, why are you turning around and saying that the door was closed? You was in a room with somebody's man and the door was I'm so confused. It don't matter if the door was closed because it was immediately opened. That's what I'm confused about. Can somebody help me? Because it's not making sense to me. I don't understand that. And then when you didn't feel comfortable, you asked him to leave and he left immediately. But what people are overlooking is that the reason Chris went to her room to have a conversation was to check her ass about how she handled things at the reunion, and the fact that she condoned Mia likely putting her hands on Candiace. That's why that man wanted to have a conversation with her. Giselle did not like the conversation. She wasn't expecting that from Chris, little brother Chris, so whatever. She wasn't expecting that from him, which is why she had the conversation with Robin that night and didn't say nothing to Candiace, because she knew Candiace was going to be team her husband and the reunion was a lie. So she waited all these 5 months to bring this BS up because she needed to be able to change the narrative and bring it back up and therefore make it a storyline. It was always her intention. But anyway, somebody lying, and my good eye is on Miss Giselle. Okay. What else? Then this is what got me. Giselle says that so because Candy said, "Oh, are you sure?" Because what Chris told me is that he said, can I talk to you? You suggested that y'all go to the room or whatever like that, right? And then also when they went to the room, he suggested that they leave the door open. Now Giselle wants to say, I don't remember that, but if he did say it, then he knew it was an issue right out the gate. Giselle, you're remembering a whole lot from that night to not remember that. It's just, it's problematic for me. It's giving every bit of problematic. You're remembering so much, but what you need to remember. Okay. It's not, I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay. She says Chris may be doing things that's comfortable to him, but not comfortable to the other ladies. No, and this is what's so funny. Y'all are doing things that's not comfortable to him, in my opinion. And maybe Chris is too friendly. Maybe she has a point with that. Maybe he need to scale back on his friendliness. But at the end of the day, y'all put so many lies on this man. It's tragic. It's sad. Y'all putting too many lies on this man. Okay. All he asked was for y'all to have a conversation. And then you say Chris is doing things to make that's comfortable to him. What the fuck are you talking about? He's doing things that's comfortable to him. See, you making it seem as though he made a pass at you, but then you also in the same sentence say, oh no, he wanted to talk. He came to the room. I told him to leave. That was it. It was nothing. Then why are you making it something by flipping the conversation and saying that he does things to make people feel uncomfortable? Ma'am, you guided him to your room. Because he couldn't have guided you because he didn't even know where the hell the room at. And how he going to open the door? That's your room. That's your door. So it's just, it's not, I don't know, girl, I just don't like that. And then the way that y'all coming for him this week, then Ashley, Chris probably, I guarantee you, the amount of time Chris has been on this show, Chris has probably DM'd Ashley on more than one occasion responding to a damn story. Responded to a story, child, or even honest. Well, yeah, responded to a story. So I'm just confused as to see. Now we see that is definitely giving targeted for sure. It's definitely giving plot and it's definitely giving plan. So much so that Mia's raggedy ass decided she was gonna hopscotch her ass over into the BS, talking about Chris was looking at me. He wasn't. And then you try to get on Watch What Happened Live, what happens live, and then sit up here and lie and say something like, oh, well, I just felt like I was looking so pale. Last year I lost a lot of weight. I had this going on. I had that going on. I had a lot going on. And I just felt like, girl, that man wasn't looking at you. That man was not staring at you. And then Ashley, you done brought your strong face friend up there, and your strong face friend is over there like, are they even together? Like, girl, aren't you married? Don't you have a man? Don't you have a baby? Like, why are you over there worried about what's going on with Candy? I mean, are they even still together? Because Chris was like trying to whatever, I guess, talk to her. But then Giselle take her ass over there and gets on the van and gonna sit up there and talk about some Chris tried to rub on a lady butt or whatever. She put 20 on damn 10 to make sure she can flip Robin's thoughts on Chris, because she knows that Robin has been feeling like the lady's been doing too much. So Giselle gets in the van to add 20 on 10 to make sure Robin can see things how she sees it. Talking about this man trying to touch on her. Shout out to the beautiful being footage and production that's been on it, because every time y'all put the camera on Chris, he's in that damn phone or he's looking in a completely different direction. It's so comical to me. But when we have the camera on Michael Darby, he's always doing something. Outside of that, the mic is picking up what we don't see when it comes to Michael Darby. The only thing that we have yet to get was the booty grab. Yeah, the assault that happened that landed his ass in court. Okay, and the tape mysteriously went away, but I don't think somebody just gonna take you to court on those like that. Not no employee when we've seen you grab asses around here. It's like I think like the first season Michael got on the show, he was grabbing ass. It's like, girl, did he grab Ray ass? I don't know, but y'all bogus and y'all full of shit. And it's definitely giving plans and plots. And so I don't like that. Y'all out here pushing the narrative. Here go Ashley talk. Wendy, like, I mean, listen, okay, you guys calling me vindictive, like, that's a narrative that has to stop. Like, that's not where I was coming from with that. Okay, so the narrative about you actually needs to stop when somebody calls you vindictive. But when y'all sit up there and y'all call Wendy condescending and any other thing that y'all may say to her, and how y'all be labeling Candiace, it's okay for y'all to continue those narratives when it comes to them. But it's not okay for somebody to label you as vindictive when that's all that you being, which is the reason why Robin got in your damn face at your restaurant. Okay, you've always been this woman. And shame on Giselle and Robin, in my personal opinion, because when Ashley got pregnant, y'all were the ones that tried to give her and extend all this damn grace. And after she had the baby, it was giving woo, 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 woo. But there was a part of when Monique was on the show that Ashley played a hand in the BS that went down between Candiace and being in an odd place with Monique and the Giselle situation. Like there was a sit down conversation that happened, and it was like a flashback, unseen type of video. And I remember it, but I don't remember the actual details within that video. And I was like, everybody is overlooking the fact that Ashley had a hand in this shit too, all because she just gave birth to somebody's. Like, girl, like I can't. Okay, but let's keep going. Yeah, so Ashley talks about Chris trying to get her number or some line ash like that. Giselle goes to the van and adds sauce to Ashley's story, saying Deborah says Chris was feeling on her butt and all this. Girl, go away from me with this. And I really slick wish Chris could sue them for these false allegations. I wish that he could definitely, like, I don't know, they need to be reprimanded or something, like sue them, do something, because I don't think that's cool, right? So Ashley goes to see an attorney that don't nobody give a damn about. The entire time Ashley was sitting down talking to this lady, Ashley was trying to hide that damn strong ass smile on her face because it was giving storyline. You know what I'm saying? And then let me tell you what even more so was so awkward was how the attorney had her portfolio in her hand on her stomach. I said, girl, attorneys don't do that. Like either you uncomfortable with filming right now, or you got a script in your hand and you trying to make sure that you ask particular questions or something. But girl, it's all given a scheme that Ashley set up to come to America with all of this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like that. Ashley, and you want to sit up there and talk about talking to Candiace, I'm like, it doesn't feel good, does it? The pendulum will always swing the other way. It doesn't feel good, does it, girl? And let Candiace and others tell him Michael out here swinging the other way. Let's be very clear about that, okay? And it doesn't feel good, does it, that he out there in Vegas, out there in California, out there in Bahamas, he out there everywhere but home with you and them damn kids, huh? Girl, I can't. Actually, girl, I just, oh. Good luck. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. What else? Attorney tells her not to buy a house with Michael at this time. It's not wise of you. She tells her, listen, I don't think you could trust him for real. Okay, when it comes to finances and stuff, because what we're understanding is there was a prenup in place. Anything, and I think the prenup may be expired, whatever it is. Before they got married, everything is his. Anything that he acquired while they were married, she gets a piece of that, right? And maybe even some spousal support and all that other stuff. So she's having to figure that stuff out, okay? What else? Yeah, that was pretty much it. Ashley was damn near smiling the entire time, like trying not to bust out laughing because she's trying to stay in character. Like, and I don't know. I mean, I feel like she probably wasn't even taking her divorce serious and saying that it's a good storyline. But maybe somewhere throughout the season and throughout the year, she started to see like Michael really don't be at the house with us. Like, I really am a married single ass mama. Like, okay, let me move on. And then next thing you know, we see her hanging out with this new guy over there on Bravo, which I ain't even mad at. Girl, hang out. Michael gonna do what he want to do anyway. So that's just how he is. So, I mean, I guess you might well hang out two girls to go ahead and open up the marriage then. Okay, because y'all been doing that. Talking about some she was into threesomes and all this stuff. She's bisexual and all that. Ever since she had her kids, she ain't really been into it and this and that. And it's like, Ashley, it's killing me that you trying to put the fault on yourself as to why you no longer want to be with him. And that's what kills me about you. Everybody tells you Michael does, and you be sitting up there acting oblivious. Like, I don't believe that. That's not gonna happen. No, I don't believe that. No, that's not going on. That's it. But you talk about Candiace. But you sit up there, you be in denial as well. You know, like it just don't. She get on my nerves. Like that's just the short answer. Like she gets on my nerves, girl. She gets on my nerves. I remember liking Ashley season 1. She got on my nerves. Season 2, by the time season 3 came, I disliked her. Ever since it's been Megamind Darby. Listen, F Megamind Darby. Like, yeah, she get on my nerves. Like, I just don't like that she does that. You talk about Candiace, but you be out here giving this man the benefit of the doubt, like all the periodically time. Girl, sit down. What else? The Mia. Let's get to Mia. Cause Mia is definitely full of for real. Mia meets up with her bestie and Sharice. She tells Sharice about her upbringing. She talks about the fact that her daddy was on drugs or something, got locked up, whatever he had his issues. He died in prison. All of that. Okay. Then she talk about this girls trip. They're going to MIA. Then she gonna sit up there and lie. And it's like, Mia, if you want to be a liar, can you work on being a good one? I know you should be tired of getting caught up in your lies. You should be tired. Okay? She gonna sit up there and tell Sharice, I'm probably gonna let you choose the room that you get. Yada yada yada. Like, I need her to stop. I also don't be understanding why people like I'm thinking about the trips. Why? I don't know. It just seems like people be catering to Giselle and Robin or something. Like, I don't like what? Like, didn't somebody give up their room last year so that Robin and Giselle could share a room? Not y'all sharing a room last year when y'all went on the trip because that's what y'all wanted. And then now y'all forced to share a room. You want to feel a way about it. Robin, I'm convinced you just want to be mad. You just want to be mad. Right now, see, previous season, last season, we didn't get to dive deeper into it, but it seemed like you were going through like a low vibrational moment, is what I say. Maybe a piece of depression, whatever you had going on, and then now you turn around instead of doing the work on yourself, you turn around and you just a mean girl, like you just want to be mad all the time about everything. Girl, are you okay? Girl, I hope you get some DICK because something's going on with Robin, and I do not like that. Mia is definitely a liar. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Um, Mia doesn't have to work on her bettering her lies because no one ever holds her accountable. And that's what I don't understand. And when anybody tries to hold her accountable, they are the ones that's in trouble, i.e., Miss Candiace. I.e. Miss Candiace. And that's why I cannot wait to see how this scene is going to roll out with Mia dousing Miss Wendy. I want to see what the fake outrage is going to be like. What is the fake outrage going to give? Are the people going to be upset that Mia did this to Wendy, or are you guys going to be okay with it? And if you guys think that it's completely okay for her to do that, and you've been the same people out here hollering colorism, I'm then gonna probably look at you as a colorist, right? If you think that it was perfectly okay for that woman, regardless of the situation, to douse water on her and then turn around, or I'm sorry, what was that? A martini on this woman and then turn around like she about to fight this lady too, right? When Wendy called her out and said, "Oh, look at the CEO," and I'm glad. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm glad she said CEO because Mia, what's so comical to me? You're gonna try to sit up here and dog Wendy out to Peter talking about business. But one thing about karma, she on your ass because now you're not even in charge of your own. That's the gag. You want to sit up here and talk about Miss Wendy doing bad business or whatever the hell else you want to say about Wendy, baby. But yeah, you ain't even in charge of your own business, girl. They gonna snatch the company from you. You better be careful, girl, what you be out here doing to people. Be careful because that karma come right back around. Yikes. I guess that's probably gonna be your storyline next season should you get renewed and return. Huh? You're gonna be talking about how they snatched the company from your husband. I hope they keep it from your ass, okay? Because that was the only claim to fame you had outside of being a stripper. Right. That was about all that you had, girl. Sure, I can't. I can't. I just want to see them have the same energy for Mia because Mia, all the stuff y'all used to complain about with Candiace, and Candiace is this and she's that, and she kicking and screaming, and she throwing stuff, and she threw a knife at Ashley, and she did that. Girl, I want to hear it. I want to hear it because if you don't get that, if you don't have that same energy, baby, it's giving. I'm looking at you like you're a colorist. Period. That's what I'm looking like. You finna go? Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's how I'm be looking at you. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. What else? So Wendy speaks on, yeah. Candiace gonna be late because she handling some business stuff. Okay, she trying to make sure that Real Housewives of Potomac ain't gonna be her only chick like Robin. Girl, I was giving Robin the benefit of the doubt last week when she was saying she had businesses and she was trying to keep some stuff from their husband. You know what I'm saying, girl? But anyway, Candiace is out here trying not to let Real Housewives of Potomac be her only chick. So Wendy speaks with her husband and he asks about the restaurant business, right? Or whatever she got going on. And he's telling her, like, listen, you doing this is probably going to strain your funds. And I'm like, not only would it strain her funds, I don't know what Wendy funds is, so I can't even really say that. But what I will say is it's going to strain you emotionally, physically, girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I do think that what the offer Peter was trying to give her was a wise one, but at the same time, Wendy strikes me as a person that needs to be present and always available. Like, I don't think she know how to just chill. Can't say I blame her if I'm putting in 300,000. I need to know what the hell something going on. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm with the husband. So she's saying that she gonna let it fall back for the moment. She's not gonna focus on that. But she tell him about the burn session, how that went, and she also lets him know, like, hey, me and the ladies are going to Miami. I thought it was interesting when they were going to Miami that Wendy was in the car with Robin. Y'all, I don't know if y'all caught it, but Robin really wanted to be on some mad stuff in the car with Wendy so damn bad. That's what it was giving. Like it was like she was really trying not to talk to Wendy. But what I loved so much was Wendy was just genuinely enjoying herself, having her a good old time. Like, just talking, not letting nobody threaten her type, their energy threaten her or anything. Wendy was just chilling. And I liked it. I'm like, you better be you, Wendy, regardless of who got a problem with you out there in the back seat, girl. Anyway, what else happened? Yeah. So Robin and Giselle go shopping for the trip, and Giselle now wants to regulate Candiace's husband's tweets. I am so fucking tired. Like, why are y'all always trying to regulate somebody's tweets? Why are you always trying to regulate somebody's personality, their appearance, their presentation about themselves as a whole? Like, why are y'all always trying to regulate stuff? Robin, you definitely be giving followers, sis. These are Giselle issues. Stop adopting them as your own. If you paid attention, the audience started to lean more towards your way when you didn't just go along with what the hell Giselle was saying. You're trying to regulate, but you haven't got that house regulated and up to standard. That's the problem. You're trying to regulate, but your fashions have yet to be regulated, nor have your wigs. So it's a problem that you out here trying to find issues with everybody else. And what kills me is that nobody else approaches Giselle on the same bullshit that she be out here coming to them with. Why y'all don't be approaching Giselle on the shit that she say on Watch What Happens Live? Why y'all don't be approaching her on the shit she be saying when she be having these interviews? Why is it okay? And why did y'all create the space to make her think that it's okay for her to approach y'all on minor things, but y'all never want to go and approach her on it? The only person I really feel that go toe to toe with her is Karen Huger. And in all honesty, even though I do feel like Karen be fake as hell at times as well, no matter how much y'all go up for her, Miss Girl definitely be giving fake at times. I feel like Karen should still be tagging ass for real for the stuff that they've done to her in previous seasons. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know her and Ray was having tax issues. Then they come up there with a damn shirt on talking about raised taxes or something like that. And again, Robin, you always get caught in the crossfire, my dear, because you be following. You be following. Have your own brain, be your own person. You be following. It's like, girl, y'all gonna fall out though. Y'all gonna fall out. Y'all gonna face some friction. Like it's only so long they're gonna be able to cover this show and not actually dive deeper into y'all friendship. And it's gonna take somebody to really call y'all out. It may end up taking a new one. And we may have to snatch Miss Mia back, bring somebody else to the forefront. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and it could have been Mia, but Mia is so focused on having a click and being accepted by y'all for some reason. I don't know why. But she needs that. She needs that type of validation for some reason. But it could have been Mia the way she said F you. And I love that she said that to you, because who the hell are you to be worried about, you know, what type of attention I'm seeking about my cancer situation on my page, or my scare situation on my page? Are you out your mind? Why are you regulating my page? Worry about what you got going on, girl. You have 3 children to regulate. One going to college, the other 2 are getting ready. Like, why are you this deep over here? Were you regulating Jamal's phone and his visits the way that you're regulating somebody else's tweets and things? Can you confirm or deny? Were you doing that? But you out here trying to regulate what other folks do. It's getting old. It's getting tired. Giselle doesn't like that Chris has called her a liar. Well, I don't know why, because you're calling him a liar. So if you want to play it like that, he's recalling the events as he remembered it, just like you're calling the events as you remembered it. So then both of y'all some liars then, if that's the damn case. It's okay for you to call this man a liar, but it's not okay for him to say the same thing back to you. Oh, okay then. So Ashley done popped her ass up. Michael gone again because he down there in the Bahamas, child. She tells them about the LLC and how it had never been created. And she said she was under the impression that it was made. I said, I wouldn't be surprised if the LLC was made. But Michael was just telling, because it was weird when she said Michael was like, how dare you? I'm like, this conversation doesn't even warrant those words. If I'm like, hey, Michael, did you do the LLC? He's like, no, I haven't done it. I wouldn't do any of that without including you. How dare you assume that I did that? And I'm like, okay, Ashley, that's not adding up. Okay. Because those words, how dare you, aren't even warranted in the conversation unless you came at him in the wrong way. And that's probably why he said what he said to you in the way that he said it. And he also decided to jet set his ass on down to the Bahamas because he ain't with you like that, no way. But yikes, Tiny. Thank you so much, Tony, for the super chat. Didn't Giselle say that Kyle said goodbye to Chris after the reunion? She did. She did. So Kyle didn't say goodbye to her. And that was my very initial point when we first talked about this. That's exactly what I said. He's her hairdresser. Exactly. So how is it that Chris was aware that Kyle wasn't in the room? But he was aware, but you weren't. Like, that's dumb. Like, he's gonna say hello, he's gonna say goodbye to you first. You're the only reason he's there. It only makes sense. Thank you so much, Tony, for the super chat. Um, yeah, it's crazy. Okay, so what else ended up happening? Okay, I said Ashley just lying. When it came to the LLC and all this stuff, I said, Ashley, you just be up here lying, bro. You just getting caught in your lies. You just lying, talk about something. Oh, I was under the impression, BIT, either it was already set up or you knew it was never set up. And that's just some shit you was trying to say to make it sound good to the ladies when you was talking to them at the spring fling. It's not making sense, okay? Giselle, of course, brought up Candiace again, okay, and how Michael be out here sucking DICKs because she needs to get a reaction out of Miss Ashley saying we're gonna put you in the same room as Candiace. Like, girl, Giselle be so messy, babe. She's so messy. But Robin says that she heard about it years ago, and I'm cackling because I'm like, everybody should have heard about it years ago. Because that's all people was talking about when it came to Michael years ago. So for Giselle to get in the confessional, it's like, I've never heard. No, you just at a place where you don't want to validate anything that Candiace is saying in that moment. Because ain't no motherfucking way you're going to tell me that Candiace told Robin and Robin never went and told you. You a bald-headed lie. You a bald-headed lie. Okay? You knew. You knew. You knew. Okay? Anyway, so Ashley laughing. She's like, girl, what was that? What was that? What did she say? Who is she? And then Robert was like, that ain't no woman. That was a man. That wasn't no man. That wasn't no woman. That was a man. Yeah. And I actually heard about it a few years ago. I did. I heard it a long time ago. Candace been told me. Okay, hilarious, girl. She over there trying to laugh. I say keep laughing, bitch, because you know it's true. You know that it's facts. All right. So Ashley says, well, it doesn't matter because I don't care. I don't believe it. Okay, Ashley, that's fine. Okay. You ain't gotta believe it. That's okay. That's fine. Believe what you want to believe, girl. We know what's going on. We ain't even in your marriage. We on the outside looking in and can tell you what the hell going on. Okay, the blinds is open and the curtains are sheer. And girl, we getting a clear view, even with all of that, to tell you what the hell going on. So do what you want to do. Anyway, let's keep going, girl. Let's keep going, cause you gonna, And then that's the shit that I be talking about though, with Ashley acting like, huh. I mean, no, none of that's happening. No, Michael would never do that. Just like when they did a flashback about sucking dicks and how they flashback to when Robin overheard Michael walking with Ashley and saying that he would suck Juan's, and then asked Ashley, what did Ashley say? Ashley said, Michael doesn't even remember that. Michael would say nothing. He wouldn't do anything like that. Like, that's what be killing me, girl. Girl, you is sad, but you want to sit up here and talk about Candiace and how you process, but Candiace doesn't process. But anytime somebody comes to you about your raggedy tail husband, baby daddy, you be trying to push back and kick back. Like, no, no, no. Girl, I can't. Okay, so then Robin, yeah, we did the flashback. Okay, so then Giselle tells them about her talk with Candiace, and now she doesn't like Chris calling her a liar. And then now she said, no, Robin goes on to say, which kills me, Robin, which kills me. See, in the beginning, you was understanding why Candiace was upset, and now you want to sit up here and say that she's dramatizing it. Now let that had been a rumor about Juan. So can you confirm whether or not the person that put a complaint on Juan in that lawsuit is dramatizing it? Are they dramatizing it? Okay. Anyway, so now Giselle is saying she never wants to talk to Chris ever. He can walk in this room. If he walks in this room, I'll be like, F you, Chris. F you. Da, da, da. I don't ever want to talk to him again. No. And I'm just like, Giselle, I feel like you're trying to make this man appear to us as a threat and a problem. I think that's what you're doing. I do. I think that you're trying to make this man appear as though he a threat. And I don't think that he is. That's just what I think. You brought that on yourself. You know what I'm saying? The way you be flipping it, changing it, rearranging the story just as you sitting right in front of somebody. Girl, you giving a little bit of Mia, which is why I see why y'all may end up having a good friendship or decent one, because y'all both be over there flip flopping with the stories. What else happened? So then, we get to Miami. The ladies are in the car. Sharice, you were killing me. I'm glad to see you back just a little bit, but the way that you sat quiet in the car when Wendy asked you a question and you dead ass didn't answer her, I felt a way about that. And I was kind of like, that's what you get when you did all of that, not trying to be, vocal, talk about the rooms and shit, only for you to end up with a room that ain't even got no damn bathroom. That's what you get. Okay. So the women choose their rooms. At least they were all given envelopes, right? And it tells you which room you're gonna be in. Okay. So Giselle and Robin, they're tired of rooming up. Y'all wanted to room together last year. So okay, it is what it is. Be okay with it. Okay. So while everybody is looking for their rooms, right? Mia left Candiace's envelope on the table for nobody to mess with. But I don't understand why Mia kept saying, I don't know where Candiace is sleeping. I don't know where she's sleeping. What she said, I don't know where Candiace is sleeping. She's somewhere under the roof. And I'm kind of like, just open up the damn envelope then. If that's the case, if she don't want to tell nobody, then ain't nothing wrong with opening it up. Clearly, Ashley didn't give a damn. Right? So Ashley takes the room card when nobody's looking. She puts it in her shirt, which thoroughly pissed me off because it was giving every bit of Mean Girl. It was giving every bit of middle school, junior high school. I was so fucking irritated by that. She takes it. She goes and talks to to Robin and Giselle. She switches. I guess she switches out the room, because I would believe it's a whole nother room there. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Candiace was supposed to room with somebody else. Whatever it was, she put her in the room with Wendy, and I just felt like that was just messed up. Now for me, whatever Candiace does to Ashley at this point, more than likely I'm going to be okay with it. Whatever she says to her, whatever she do to that, for the rest of it, I'm more than likely going to be okay with it. because these are the little things that you do when you fucking with somebody. It's like you poking at this woman. You keep poking at this woman. You keep poking at this woman. You keep poking at this woman. Now, if she haul off and cuss your ass out and throw another knife at you, I'm gonna be just like Giselle. What Giselle told Candiace, if Mia would have came over there and did whatever, I would have been like, okay. Right? So if Candiace go over there, I'm gonna be like, okay. Oh, because you keep poking at that lady. All right. What else? But I do hope some part of me hopes Candiace doesn't even come on the trip. Maybe she is gonna be there, but I'm hoping she's too busy to even show up. Or when she comes, she's just not that phased and just that it's not that deep for her. Because maybe she's okay with sharing a room with Wendy versus having to share a room with somebody else that she's not really fond of for real. So it is what it is. But I just felt like that was so childish of her. What else? Wendy goes into the living room. She's like, where's Candiace's card? Ashley looking her dead in her face and lying. I'm so glad Ashley did this because for me, it was another confirmation that Ashley is a bald headed, fat foreheaded, okay, big face liar. Okay, feel how you want to feel in the comments. But she is. You sat up in that lady face, you did not crack nothing, which lets me know that Ashley will literally sit in front of the camera and lie her ass off. The way that she sat up there and just lied to Wendy. She didn't crack, she didn't laugh, she didn't nothing. Okay. Switch the cars out over there faking Wendy, like, where's the car? Where's the car? Oh, Mia probably got it. Mia got it. I think she got it. Are you sure? I don't know. I feel like y'all got it. Then Miss Girl changes her thoughts. She changed it. Oh my God, the view. Do you see all the water? Do you see the water? It's nice. It goes very far. It's really nice. Okay. So she done caused Wendy to be distracted. Then she turns and she drops the damn card off. And then she goes back and laughs with Giselle on them. And I'm just like, do you not play with your kids enough that you have to come and play with this lady? Do you not play with your children enough that you have to come play with this lady? I didn't like it. It was irritating. It was irritating. I mean, maybe if it was somebody like Wendy, I probably would have laughed and thought it was funny, a kiki, ha ha ha, because I understand the relationship. But the fact that you just brought a story to Candiace one time, Candiace cleared it up. It wasn't that deep, right? You didn't penetrate her like you wanted to, right? So then you bring it back up and make sure you bring it up in front of the group, somebody else, in front of somebody that you felt was going to add fire, okay, or add fuel to the fire for you, and they didn't. You did that, okay? So that's about the second poke, and then now you done turned around and you doing this. Okay, so if she does a trip on her own this time and she puts you in the closet, it's okay. You ain't even got, girl, you sleeping on a cot is what it's giving. Okay, so if that's what she do to you, okay, let her ass sleep on a cot. Or if she just decides she's not gonna invite you, oops, my bad. What else? So Wendy is still trying to find out where Candiace gonna sleep. Sharice says, girl, you ain't got to worry about it, honey, because I'll fix it, bitch. Because listen, I don't want to be here no way. Girl, I sleeps naked and I snore. And I'm over here like personal problem. But if you want to go to a hotel, girl, go on. Okay. She said, I can go to a hotel. Candiace can have my room, girl. It really ain't got to be that deep. Okay. So Robin then throws shade in the confessional when the ladies are trying to figure this out. Robin talks about Karen being the oldest woman there, and she's not understanding why she has to have her own room. You're ignorant. Yeah, that's the short answer, girl. You just ignorant. Girl, you just ignorant. Ignorant. Like you just ignorant. You know, ignorant. And I can hear you right now. I don't care. I don't care. I bet you don't. With your ignorant ass. And I feel like for the very reason that you're saying why you trying to call out that lady age or whatever, it's giving, and that's the very reason why she should have her own room. How about that? It is what it is. Like, how about that? I mean, what you gonna do about it? Okay. Um, what else happened? Mia calls Peter. She bring up, hey, I want to bring the ladies. I want the ladies to come out. I want them to come to the bar. I want them to have a great time. Let's do it. And Peter says, I bet who all coming. She tells him. He says, all right, tell Wendy when she come, I got a bone to pick with her. So then she says, wait, what? Wait, what? Like she's looking for some tea. She's looking for something. And I do feel like it was a situation that wasn't that deep. I believe Peter said he sent her a contract. He hasn't heard back from her. But here's the thing. She is not required to sign a damn contract. She's not required to sign no contract. Granted, she could communicate and say, hey, I'm still thinking on this, or hey, I reviewed the contract. I think I'm gonna wait right now. I'm not at that place where I'm ready to invest, whatever. So maybe that's the only thing I can see her doing wrong is the lack of communication, if that is an issue. But it's really not that bad. And it's like, Peter, chill out. It's okay. You was over here just flexing your muscles in an interview about how you cut a check and sent all this money over to what's her name? Cynthia and stuff when she needed it. So you should be fine without Wendy's little 300K. You should be all right. You know what I'm saying? But Mia, you gonna show your colors again. And then I saw in next week's episode, she's gonna be hyping up Sharice because Sharice wants to do her own little champagne lounge or whatever. So she's gonna try to Mia. She says she can't stand Wendy, but why? You know why I feel like let me know. I ain't gonna say it. But anyway, she can't take Wendy because Wendy don't play with her. That's the short answer, right? But for her to try and downplay Wendy in an effort to hype up Sharice, I feel like that's messed up. But one thing about Karma, she not gonna miss, and she done hit the shit out you. Yes, she did, girl. That's why you ain't got control of that company. You've been spiraling so much out of control. You decided you was gonna go in on your best friend, and you gonna fuck around and have us liking her more than we like you. Okay, but ain't no telling they probably back cool again. You feel what I'm saying? I see somebody in the chat said colorism. Listen, when it came to Mia, I have to say, in that situation with Wendy and how much she just doesn't like her, and this woman really ain't doing anything to her. I ain't gonna lie. Have to be honest with this part. It makes me feel like you don't like Wendy because it's giving how dare this dark skinned woman be smart as and check you every step of the way and have the confidence that she has. That's why you're so shocked and appalled or whatever by Miss Wendy, and all of that really, as much as you exercise that colorism or whatever you got going on, is really giving that you threatened as fuck. For real, for real. Okay, that's what it's giving. Like, I hate it for you. You need to work on that. You need to work on that. It's really sad. And get that shit together. Um, but and it's crazy because Mia's out of control. I'm glad you said that, CJ. Like, she's out of control, but don't nobody say shit. Don't nobody say nothing. She's out of control. Then you'll have people get up there and justify Mia because they don't like Candiace. You sound stupid as fuck. If that's you, I'm gonna tell you right now, baby, you sound dumb. You sound dumb. You justify her because you don't like Candiace, but she was doing the same stuff that Candiace was just doing, supposedly, according to y'all, that y'all was so upset about. Make it make sense. But either way, girl, good luck. Let's see. Before I hop up off this thing, child. It's giving pick me, period. I mean, maybe it's more of that than it is, when I mentioned, the colorism situation or whatever. It's probably is giving pick me. And it could likely not even be tied to the colorism when it comes to Mia and Wendy, but I definitely think she looks down on that woman for whatever reason, and it's giving the audacity of you to want to come for me and da 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 da. So I hate that. Mia out here every day looking like the Grinch. She got some nerve. They just mad Wendy dark skin and educated. It's 2022. Women are more than educated, especially black women. Black women definitely are the most educated. Let's see. What else? Really? She's 6'11"? Damn, 6'11"? Girl, you lying. Stop lying on that lady like that. With a size 18 shoe and hit Wendy while she was sitting down, baby. And I cannot wait to see how Giselle and Robin rushed to coddle Mia like what she did was right and Wendy was in the wrong. And who knows? We may watch the episode and Wendy may be in the wrong. But I'm already looking at it that Mia's gonna be in the wrong because of initially how she's handling the situation with Peter. Right? You already on some BS. It's giving the same thing that Ashley is doing to Candiace. Poke and poke and poke and poke. Like that's what it's giving. And the difference between Mia and Wendy is Wendy can do business on her own. Mia had to lay on her back from a married old man to get some business. And then be out here bragging down to the ground, girl. Bragging down to the ground. Baby, let me tell you, them family members was in them comments eating her ass up, though, okay? They was eating her up in them comments, girl, when she sat up there talking about how they didn't sat up there and snatched the company from her. Girl, you had some of the family members up there like going in, okay? So they don't really like you like that, girl. They don't like you like that, ma'am. Not for real. Not for real, ma'am. Um, right. Plus, Mia apologized and said she was in the wrong already, so I don't want to hear her backpedal. You know she gonna backpedal. And you know what I thought about? I said I would not be surprised if Mia literally has her tweets in her notes on her phone ready to drop as soon as the episode happens because she's gonna need to clear it up. She already got that shit saved in her drafts. She probably already got the tweet scheduled to drop at a particular time because she's gonna want to go ahead and clear up the mess. But don't nobody believe you. Ain't nobody listening. You did all of that. You said all of that, and don't nobody give a damn. So no, ma'am, no, ma'am. Do not pass go. Just go straight to jail. Okay. There's that. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. You really hope they mess with Juan or the mess with Juan is addressed next season and they keep effing with Robin punk ass. I just want Robin to find her own light. Find her own light. And I also want Giselle to bring her storyline to the light too. Like, stop attaching yourself to what other folks got going on, and then let us know what's in your life outside of your children. You tried to bring in Jamal last time, but that didn't necessarily work. You know, and I feel like she tried to bring in what's his name, Sherman, and then Monique got that blown up. um, so the next part, like I feel like Giselle didn't give us much of her storyline until she brought Jamal on the show, and then once that got blown up, I just don't see her opening up more on her storyline if they not gonna force her to or nothing. Like they're gonna keep doing what she's been doing. But yeah, so that's that, y'all. This was cute. I thank you guys so much for joining me. Okay, if you haven't liked the channel already, definitely go ahead and like the video. Sorry, subscribe to the channel, follow me on social media, all that other great jazz. Again, I thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm Jamie, that's me, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.